Yo, 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 welcome to an episode of Trillionaire Trading. And today I want to answer a question that a lot of people always ask me. And they ask me, what is Forex, right? And Forex is the largest financial market in the world. And when I mean in the world, I mean literally in the world. And on average, $6.5 trillion is traded on the Forex market daily. So 6.5 trillion, not 6.5 billion, not 6.5 million, $6.5 trillion. So, Forex stands for foreign exchange. You know, it is the exchange rate between two countries' currencies. So if you ever, like I said, once again, if you ever travel to another country and you had to exchange your currency for theirs, then you participated in Forex. So Forex is foreign exchange, the foreign exchange market. So, let's say it's Friday night and, you off work and you and your peoples is off work and you like, you know what? You come up with this bright idea and you like, I'm about to get some girls, I'm about to get some bottles, and me and my crew, we about to go to Canada and we about to turn up, right? And which will only be 1.75 miles, literally coming from Detroit to Windsor, and as you can see, Detroit in the background. So now you in Windsor, Canada. You got you a nice little room at the Caesars. You with your peoples. You know what I'm saying? You got some bottles. And then you come up with another bright idea. You like, yo, we about to go downstairs and we about to gamble. Which in Canada, you only got to be 19 to gamble, right? But anyway, you walk downstairs, you about to gamble. And before you gamble, you like, hold on, I want to get something to eat. But you still got your American money on you. So now you need to exchange that American money for Canadian money. So you walk to the cashier and you tell them, hey, I want to exchange my American money for Canadian money. So let's say you give them, $100 of your American money and they give you $120 of Canadian money. Well, that means you just participated in currency exchange, which means you participated in Forex, right? Because you gave them $100 and they gave you $120 of the Canadian money, which means you profited $20 from that exchange rate. You know what I'm saying? If you would have gave them $200, they would probably give you back $240, right? So let's say you put aside give them $100 American money and give you $120 Canadian money. You like, okay, I'm gonna gamble with this money right here, right? So now, let's say you've been there for a day or two, you had a good time, and you gambled, but you really didn't win much, you really didn't lose much. Let's just say you evened out at the $120 you started with. So now, you go back, you're ready to go back home, you give them that $120 of Canadian coins, and they probably give you, let's say you was only there for a night or two, they probably give you $100 or maybe even $101. So basically, the exchange rate didn't change as much, right? You know what I'm saying? Now let's say on the other hand, for whatever reason, the time you was over there in Canada, the currency, the value of the Canadian dollar became stronger than the American dollar before you left. So now as you're leaving to go back home, you give them $120 in that Canadian coin, and instead of getting $100 back, you got $150 back of American money. And once again, that's only because while you were over there, the Canadian dollar became stronger than the American dollar. So therefore, you profited all the way around on the exchange rate. Now, how do we make money in Forex? And it's simple. We just buy low and sell high. And this concept has been around forever, and I honestly feel like every major company in the world goes by this concept. If you look at Nike and Jordan, it probably only takes about $2 to make those shoes, but they probably sell each pair of shoes for $220, $300 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Or Apple. Think about Apple. Like, how much do you think it takes to make an iPhone? Probably doesn't cost much, no more than $50. But they selling iPhones for $500, $600 a piece. So they're buying it low and they're selling it high. And for example, let's say PS5 is a perfect example. Let's say, somebody for some reason got a hold of two PS5s. Let's say they had a deal on the streets or they bought it off StockX. Let's say they bought two PS5s, each were $500 a piece. So they spent $1,000 on these two PS5s. And let's say they have no interest in even playing the video game. They just want to make some money. So what they would do is they would sell that PS5 for a higher price than that $500. And why? Because the value of that PS5 is high because it's been out, but you can't get it. You're not gonna be able to walk in GameStop and Walmart and just buy some PS5s. If you do, you're lucky, right? So therefore, the value of the PS5 is high because it's in high demand and it's not in a lot of stores and shelves. And every kid wants it for Christmas or whatever it may be. But anyway, the whole point is it's hard to get a hold of these PS5s. So if you do and you sell it, you could probably sell it for a higher price. So let's say, for example, this guy is selling each PS5 for $1,000 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna buy that PS5 for $1,000. And if he sells both of them, he just made $1,000 profit because in total he made $2,000, right? So it's kind of like the same thing with Forex, you know. Basically you're buying American coin at a low price and you waiting for that value of that dollar to rise up and you're gonna sell it. You can sell it for, whatever. You can sell it for Canadian coin, you can sell it for yen, you can sell it for euro, you can sell it for pound, whichever, currency that you want to exchange it for even more of that other currency. So, yeah. Okay, so now you like, well, if I could do that, then let me turn this into a full-time hustle. But there's a problem. That costs money. Nobody has enough money to just go country to country. Flights are expensive. It takes time to travel and the whole nine, right? So you're not about to just, snap your fingers and be like, I'm about to take this American money and go to Mexico or go to China or go to Japan. Especially with COVID out, you probably got to do the whole nine. You probably got to take a test and do this and do that. So, that's going to take a lot of time just to, trade exchange rates. And then on top of that, it's just a lot of time. So nobody has time to do that. So therefore, what we do is we convert it over to our phones. So instead of physically being at these places and doing these exchange rates, we just do it from our phone. And once we trade it from our phone, all you need from there is a broker, and you need to download MT4. And then Forex is something that you want to take serious. Then I'm gonna have some videos coming out in the future, talking about how to download MT4 and how to get a hold of a broker and how to start, trading Forex from your phone. Now, a lot of people throw stocks and Forex in the same category. And I'm gonna explain the difference between the two. See, stocks is the value of a company. So it's basically a single share in the company, which means fractional ownership. So you could have a stock in Apple, you could have a stock in Nike, you could have a stock in McDonald's, whichever company that you want, And you are buying stock based off of that company's success. And you think that company will have a lot of success in the future or later. So you sell that stock for a way higher price than what you bought it for. So you're just basically betting on the success of that company. Right? Now, Forex is the value of a country's currency. The exchange rate between two countries. Now, the value of a country's currency is measured basically based off of supply and demand, interest rates, inflation, capital flow, and goods and services that country provides. And that's basically it of what Forex is. And I tried to make this video as quick as I could. But like I said, keep up with me. Subscribe to my channel at Trillionaire Trading. And, I'm going to do a follow-up video on talking about how to obtain a broker and how to download MT4 on your phone, on your app, iPhone, Android, whatever device that you have. So, yep, tune in.